Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are outside with my little helper. Say hi.
Hi, my name is Eli, Maddie, and Cody.
So it's about 34 degrees out with the wind, so it's really cold. But what we are doing today is we're going to finish the milking stanchion, and they're going to help me finish it. An update on my hand. I got it casted. I actually tore the ligament. I didn't break it. So I would have preferred to have broken my thumb instead of torn the ligament because it takes longer to heal. But anyways, so let's go over kind of what we got going on here and then what we have to do left for the stanchion. So first thing you need to do is you need to tie up your cow, and you need to measure your cow. You need to measure the width, you need to measure the height, and then you also need to measure the neckline and how thick the neck is. And so once you get all those measurements, then you can design the milking stanchion accordingly. If you have multiple cows, then I would encourage you to probably measure them all and then come up with like an average measurement that will fit all your cows well. So what we did is alright, so underneath we have we have 3 4x4s, so we have one here, one there, and I cut them at a 45. So those will be like skids, so we can move it and drag it around. Then I did 4 4x4s as the corner post, and everything's 8 foot high. So they're 4x4s and they're 8 foot high, and they're posted. And then of course I got angled supports, and then I have 2x6s running across with the 4x4s in the centers, and then I have 2x6s running on the bottom at 3 feet. And then these side rails right here would be for, those side rails will be for keeping the cow in if she's not used to being in the stanchion or anything. And then where Eli just jumped out right here is the front, and that's where we're gonna put like the locking gate, and then the feeder area where she'll put her head in and we'll block her in. And then of course the other side will be the back.
Is coming out.
So that's kind of a quick run over of what we got. So what we're finishing up here is this is the back, and she's gonna walk in this way with her head. So we gotta finish the head gate area, and then I'm gonna put some more supports on the top, and I'm gonna actually move these side rails to the outside. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on probably a time lapse. Okay, so I took these pressure treated 2x4s off. We're actually going to use those for the head slat, head locking spot for her. Because all this wood that I get is usually from the Amish, and it's rough cut because it's like drastically cheaper than going to Lowe's or Home Depot. So the only pressure treated wood that I actually bought were the 4x4 skids, because they'll be on the ground at all times. And then the 2x4s because they're smoother for her head. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting the braces on the top and finishing that and running the rails, and then we'll start working on the head stanchion here.
Hello! While all my big brothers are out working on the milk stanchion, we are going to be cleaning up the house. I only have 2 babies in here.
Oh no!
The shed way over there, even though you can't see it. Way over there, we're gonna build a shed, and we're gonna drag that in there.
The stall barn.
Yeah, stall barn.
Grab hey, grab those screws right there, please.
This is the saw that we're using to cut the wood.
bring it over here. Yep, put it over there, please. So we gotta measure and cut the 2x4 to the length of this, which it is 8 foot long, but just a little, maybe a couple inches shy of 8 feet. But when you buy rough cut lumber from the Amish, it is actually longer than 8 feet. Sometimes they're 9 foot, sometimes they're 8.5, 8.7. So we usually got to cut it to the right length.
Yeah. Sometimes they're too short, and we add wood and put them with duct tape. Even though it barely works.
All right, so you got this next. Good job. So here, grab the speed square. Yeah. So this is
A speed square.
This is a speed square. This is something that I would highly recommend that you always have. What you can do is you can place it right here. Let me see this real quick. And then what you'll do is you'll butt the guard up right here to the speed square, and then you can get a straight cut. And then that'll allow you to always have a straight cut. So do you want to try it? So hold on. Do that. Don't pull the trigger yet. So keep your hands. Yep, you can hold that. That's fine. Don't put your hands anywhere else. Okay. Ready? Go ahead. All right, Cody, grab the tape measure out of the.
Here's our first cut piece of wood.
Go ahead and hold this over here, Maddie. Hold that
That's
right there on
it.
that end. You got that, or Cody. That's fine. There you go. All right, what do you think this says? Yep.
Right from here?
Yep. It's upside down.
92 inches.
Yep, 92 inches.
Okay. Is that 92 inches?
So we are going to cut. Let's level that down. So we're going to cut this 2x4 to 92 inches.
Let's first tape measure it, right?
Yep. Well, we got to flip it around here.
Why? Can I cut it this time?
Can you? All right, take that over to the end.
Lay off. Lay off.
Watch out, Maddie. So we're going to mark 92 inches on the wood. Then we're going to take the speed square, we'll line it up so we can get a nice straight cut there. And then we're going to cut it. Alright, Cody, come here. You want to try it? Alright, come here. So put your one hand there, don't pull the trigger yet. And then you can, okay, and I'll push it for you. Hold on. Back your legs up. Back your legs up. There you go. Okay, you ready? Go ahead. Good job. And so that gives you a nice, good, straight cut there. So let's get. All right, you can cut the next one. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pre-screw the rails. So then when we go to hold it up to the height that we need it, you're not trying to fumble around with the screws or anything.
That's how you should do it. But if you don't, okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. Your choice. You want to see another type of screw? This. That's a big bolt. This is a bolt.
Okay, so let's lift you up. So our cow is actually a full-size Jersey. So she's actually 48 inches tall at the back. So we don't want the rail, that rail that we're going to be putting, we don't want that at 48 inches because that's too high and her back can come down. So we want to come down at least 6 to 10 inches down. So then she actually has like a rail that her back, her sides are hitting against.
Like this.
So what you'll want to do is you'll want to measure from the floor where she'll be standing, and you can measure up 48 inches, and then you can subtract however many inches you want that rail, whether it's 8, 10, 12. So we're probably going to do probably 8 or 10 inches down. And so we'll probably either put it at 40 inches. We'll probably put the top part of the 2x4 at 40 inches. So the actual rail will be, the bottom of it will be, what, 36? See, he's marking it. But since we're gonna be putting, so as you can see, he's marking the mark that's 40 inches. But we need the mark on this side, and of course if you measure it down below, you'd have to do all the math. So what we'll do is we'll take the speed square, and we'll line that up with that mark. Here, let Cody do this part. Good. Mark it right here, Cody. Do the line right here. Do the line right there. Right here.
No.
Go right here. Just a little line right there. Yep. And then what we'll do is we'll move it to the other side. Okay. There you go. And then now we know that we're 40 inches on this side.
Lots of work to do in here.
What I love about these projects is we get to work together as a family, but also I get to teach my boys how to use some tools and learn how to do stuff so that when they get a little older, they can start building things themselves. So our 3-year-old wants to cut, so let's set that up and get him going here.
He's 3, I'm 8, and Cody, Dad's over there doing some critter stuff. He's 6.
So remember, we're going to use the speed square to do a straight cut. Back up, please. All right, you ready? Go ahead and hold the trigger. Right, hold on. Let me do other hand. There you go. Ready? First cut.
That's his first cut ever. He should keep that. May keep it. Look, ready? Look. What?
They're saving their pieces of wood they just cut. So, boys, do you remember how long the other 2x4 was? Do you remember how long this rail was? Remember the measurement? What was it?
40 inches.
Nope.
90.
No. Yeah?
92.
There you go. Good job.
Hey guys, I just want to tell you we are Christians.
Yes, we are. So we finished the runners. I might put a couple more up here, like maybe 1 or 2, But let's go ahead and start working on the head stanchion now. So when I measured our cow, Miss Thang, from her neck to the ground was about 26 inches. So I'll probably put it at 24, probably 22 inches to give her room to put her head down. I'll probably do 22 inches. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure from the bottom of the stanchion 22 inches up and make sure that the top of the board is at 22. All right, let me show you what I'm doing here. So I measured, oh, sorry for the sun is crazy right now. So see, I put this board on the inside of these 4x4s. So this gap right here is gonna hold the bars that go up and down. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the one board that stays stationary, and then we'll work on the other board that's gonna be moving back and forth. I love doing projects and always losing your tools.
Toby, Rocky, Toby. Look. Hey, Rocky, Toby. Come on here, Toby.
So it'll be, so that first board will be 58.5, and like I said before earlier, we're gonna use the pressure treated 2x4s because it's smoother. And so when her neck's rubbing up on that, I don't want her getting like splinters or anything with the rough cut wood that we got.
Then you put another one, it locks the head in.
Yeah, good job. All right, so we cut that to the right length. Like I said, this is gonna be the stationary one. So it's gonna sit like this. And then this one over here is gonna be the one that moves back and forth to lock the head in. But before we screw this in, I have to measure to get the dimensions on where I want this. So let me figure that out first, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Dad, look, I'm up here. Because you put this board there.
If you ever want to know if you're building something properly and structurally, just have your kids crawl on it, and then that'll be your weight test.
It is true.
It's so true.
But if you don't have any kids...
Alright, so...
Dad, look.
Whoa!
I'm taller than the cow.
So, from here, from the inside of this, from inside of 4x4 to 4x4 is 36 inches, which is 3 feet. So half of that comes out to 18 inches, right? So that's center of the post. Her neck is about, I think her neck's about 6 inches to 7 inches. So, or actually a little, I think it was 6 inches. And then, you know, you put an inch. So I'm gonna go a little bit bigger. So if you find center mark here, if you just, you know, count 3.5 inches or 3 inches and 3/4 on one side and then 3.5 inches on the other side, you'll come out to 7 inches total gap, or vice versa. Whatever you're looking for, that's how you do it. So find the center mark, and then if you need to find 8 inches, you want an 8-inch gap. You go 4 inches from center to the left, 4 inches from center to the right, and then you have an 8-inch gap. And then of course, then you just mark it, and then you start adding the stuff. So we gotta put that here, and then of course we gotta do it at the top, so it's all the same. I hope that made sense. So since I found the distance span, if you measure from inside to that, it actually is 14 3/8 inch, and then 14 3/8. So what I'll do is just measure up there 14 3/8, 14 3/8, and then I'll have my marks that I want.
Maddie's on the ladder.
Mama's always keeping an eye on us. Don't tell her I said that. Alright, so there's the straight board. Now we're gonna work on the board that actually keeps countering like this. We might put one more piece of 2x6 or something up there just to give me a little bit more, to create a locking mechanism and everything. But I'm gonna figure that out as I go. I've never built one. So I've seen a couple things and I've looked up some things. I have no drawing. I'm literally doing this all just from my head. So I'm kind of making it up as I go. So you can learn from my mistakes or you can copy this. So we'll see. All right, I think I figured out what I'm doing here. So we put the stationary up here. They're set to 14 and 3. Oh yeah, you guys got them?
I thought it had him the first time that it was not yet. Boy, he got away.
What were y'all doing? Trying to catch what?
Or watching.
Yep.
Down. Down.
One of the chickens got out and the boys were trying to catch it and put it back in the pen.
It didn't work, but then I literally almost caught him. But he got in the fencing area. Then he got trapped. Then Maddie tried. Then he got out. Then I got him.
Oh, nice.
He got trapped.
Yeah, so what I did is these are set to 14 and 3/8 from the inside of the 4x4. So 14 and 3/8 to here. So from here to here is 14 and 3/8 both sides. So what I did is I put a spacer down here, and then I just put a little spacer here, just so when I put the 2x6 on this side and to squeeze it all together, it'll be nice and secure, but also won't pinch this wood too much. Up there I put a spacer too, so when you pull this in, it's gonna stop it. I'm gonna run a 2x4 on the outside right here, and then I'm gonna run a 2x4 on the inside as well to just kind of keep it safe and secure. What I'll do is I'm gonna drill a hole at the top to put a bolt in as like a locking mechanism to lock it in place. And then of course, I just have a screw right now, but what I'll do is I'll drill a hole here and put a bolt here so it just freely can move back and forth. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you're just gonna watch me finish this up, and I'm gonna have to run to the store and get some bolts because I don't have any.
You bring the camera.
Hold on, everybody. There's the person that holds everybody together.
Oh, you know what?
Look at her. She's got little Opal and the carrier, and she came out. She's all like I said earlier, she's always keeping an eye on us. So she's just checking to see when we're coming in for lunch, huh?
Yep. So yeah. So in a couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes we'll be in. If you want the hoodlums over there, they're behind the big round hay bale. They're playing with the pigs at the moment.
You can just bring them in when you come.
Okay. I just finished. I have to run to the store to get bolts before I can actually like fully put it completely together. But let me show you what I got, and so you kind of understand how it works. So I put an extra 2x4 right here as just kind of a brace for that, so it's not moving around, like, you know, coming off or anything. This is completely secure. I have a brace right there and there. Let me go on the inside here. So I have a 2x4 right there, and all that is just a spacer. So this doesn't, see how that doesn't, so that won't come out. And then, so see, that just kind of sits like this. That's gonna sit like that, and then we'll put it in. There's gonna be a bolt that comes through here, and we'll put like a locking thing. So when you push it out, the bolt stays, and then when you bring it in, you push it out and it'll lock it in. And then down here, you can see the spacers there. So see, I left enough room down there too to put it. And then this piece here, will go in and finish that off. So that's basically it. I may change this 2x4 into one of the 2x6s instead. And then I'll probably put a 2x6 brace here and maybe one right there just to support the top. I haven't decided on that yet though. So yeah, so that's what we got so far. Hope you enjoyed watching me try to figure this out and build it, but it is lunchtime. I'm actually kind of cold. It's chilly out here. And once after lunch, I'm gonna go to the store, get the bolts, and then bring you back out here with me and let you see me finish it up. All right, let's go inside. Mama, what are we having for lunch?
We're having pizza.
What
Homemade pizza.
Ooh.
It's from last night, so I heated it up in the toaster oven.
You're gonna have to show them your recipe on how to do a homemade pizza.
Yeah, I will. It's my Italian father's recipe. Ready? Ready?
No, I'm not ready yet. I'm the Wickham children. I need to wait because I'm a prince.
Dear Jesus, thank you for our beautiful day and that we're able to just hang out as a family, and thank you, Lord, for keeping us safe this morning. Just bless this food to our bodies and let us have a good rest of the day, bringing glory to your name as a family, and we love you, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Well, we're back. I just came back from the store. I got the bolts and everything that I need, hopefully, to finish up. Man, bolts are so expensive. Everything is super expensive. That doesn't matter, but man, it's just crazy how expensive everything is. So let's go ahead and start pulling all the hardware out and installing the bolts and everything. I think I'm going to swap that 2x4 that I installed with a 2x6 instead, just to make so there's a cleaner look, so there's no lip like that at the no space like that. So I'll probably do that, and then go ahead and install the bolts. So here we go.